Hello. I'm gonna die. No, I'm just kidding. I just dropped the girls back off to Miss Sunshine's, and I am going to. You know what? I actually don't like this camera angle because it makes me look like I got a wizard chin. So we're gonna fix that eventually when I get money and I can get a different phone holder. So I was just thinking. All right, I was on my way to pick up the girls from school. And, that's my little time with the Lord and just pondering life and, thinking and all of that stuff. And, they had said something on the radio that kind of struck me as, it made me think about my mom. They said, who is, and I may cry. Ugh, hopefully I don't. They said, who is the one in your life that taught you how to lose? Right? And I thought, well, definitely it was my mom, because I remember playing games like Sorry or Monopoly or Uno, and she actually made it really fun to lose. So we would laugh each time we would say sorry and send somebody back, and even if it was you were the person. So we grew up being pretty good losers. We were good losers. So, but then they were talking also on the radio show about losing maybe in life. Like, let's say you have a rough patch, or I call them rough patches because that's how Paris and I, talk. A rough patch is a season in your life where things just, maybe you're not in the right frame of mind. Maybe you're just having a rough time. You're not a likable person. You may have bad character. God may be digging some stuff out of your heart and he's dealing with you and blah, blah, blah. Right? A rough patch. And so you are losing. And I started to kind of think about that my mom did not just teach me how to lose in a game, but she taught me how to wear my fault. She taught me how to be wrong and not be comfortable in it. She never was like that, but still feel hopeful. Sometimes you can be wrong. You can feel like the world has thrown you away. You can sometimes even feel like God has thrown you away. And, you can feel lost. Not just wrong. Not just like you're the loser in the moment. But you can feel lost. And I would have to say that my mom was the biggest show of mercy to me. I've done a lot of wrong, guys. I've messed up a lot. I've said stupid things. I've stuck my foot in my mouth. I've done stupid things, thinking I was doing the right thing, thinking I was being helpful, and just making matters worse. Even recently, I have to say, I can't even say it was, you can kind of say, oh, it was when I was a stupid kid. No. Recently, I can look back on things that, I really blew it. And my mom taught me how to wear it. If you're wrong, just say I'm wrong. I worked with my niece. I was so I'm turning my blinker off because that's annoying. I worked with my niece. Great office. Most of the employees were great. We got along great. I was scared to death of the boss. And great benefits. I mean, the best benefits I think I've ever had. Greatest salary I ever had. I mean, you're talking, yeah, it was a nice job. And I allowed myself to get so intimidated by my boss that I decided to go to lunch and never come back. That was a dumb move. I'm sitting in Home Depot parking lot, crying my eyes out, feeling like the biggest loser. And my mom just loved me anyway. Sometimes you just need somebody to love you anyway, you know? So I just wanted to, I'm grateful for my mom. Hopefully this guy doesn't hit me because he looks like he wants to. Yeah, I'm grateful for my mom. She never bonded with me in sin, and I definitely don't sanction doing that. Don't ever bond with your son or your daughter in sin. If they're wrong, they're wrong. Say they're wrong. Don't lie to them. Don't make them feel like they're right. If they're wrong, they're just wrong. But love them anyway. And I have to say that my mom always loved me anyway. Not only did she show me how to lose in a game, but she taught me how to lose and still be full of hope. So I hope that encourages somebody. And I just wanted to kind of say that about my mom today.